Good evening, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to the January 27th River Falls City Council meeting. First thing we'll do is stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, can we have a roll call, please?
Bierstead,
Here.
Bjork,
Here.
Caro,
Here.
Downing,
Here.
Morset,
Here.
Odine, here, Page.
Here.
Okay, so before we begin the formal meeting, I'd like to take a moment to recognize one of our firefighters who passed away unexpectedly last week. Cody Peterson was a captain on our department. He was an outstanding leader, a dedicated teacher, a mentor, and a true comrade to all who had the privilege of working alongside him. He will be deeply missed. I ask that you please keep Cody, his family, and all of his friends in your thoughts and prayers during this difficult time. If we all could now, let's take a moment of silence and reflection for Cody. Thanks. God bless and keep Cody. Okay. Move on now to approval of the minutes from January 13th council meeting.
I so move.
First and second on the minutes. Any questions or comments on the minutes? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next, I have approval of the bills with Councilmember Page.
Mr. Mayor, I move for approval of the bills in the amount of $5,772,432.83, subject to the comptroller.
Second.
First, second on bills. Any questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. And next, we'll move on to the next part. First, I'm going to move things around a little bit. I got a proclamation tonight for the University of Wisconsin River Falls football team. So I'm going to read this, and I'm going to have them all come up, and we'll take a picture with the coach and everybody, handing them the real proclamation. So this proclamation is congratulating the University of Wisconsin River Falls football team on winning the 2025 NCAA Division III Football National Championship. Whereas the University of Wisconsin River Falls Falcons football team completed a historic season by winning its first NCAA Division III football championship in program history. And whereas the Falcons won its first WIAC championship since 1998 and first outright WIAC championship since 1985. And whereas the Falcons made their first NCAA tournament appearance since 1996 and demonstrated exceptional perseverance, talent, and sportsmanship throughout the 2025 season. And whereas senior Caleb Blaha became the first Falcon in program history to win the Gagliardi Trophy as the most outstanding NCAA Division III football player and was named the 2025 Stagg Bowl Most Outstanding Player. And whereas the team's national championship success was made possible by the outstanding efforts of its student athletes and the leadership and support of its coaches, staff, student managers, strength and coordinating coaches, and athletic trainers, all of whom are recognized individually within the signed proclamation. Now, therefore, it be resolved that I, Mayor Dan Tolan, and the members of the River Falls Common Council do hereby congratulate the University of Wisconsin River Falls Falcons football team, the coaching staff, the athletics department, and the chancellor on winning the 2025 NCAA Division III Football National Championship title, and wish the student athletes, coaches, and staff continued success on and off the field. Dated this 27th day of January, 2026. So. you guys all want to come up here in the front.
Yeah. That's my only chance to be taller than them. Oh, there you go.
Stand up.
I think we're gonna.
Stand up. You don't want to stand by all. We've got these buildings in front of us. Cheers.
Yeah. I don't think we're gonna be all that
That's
visible.
all right.
You're okay.
Oh no, he's holding the camera.
I don't even know where the camera is. There we go. There we go.
Bring it here. Come on.
All right. Thanks. I'm serious. It's crazy.
Okay, so we'll take a couple minutes, let everybody kind of calm down and get everybody reorganized. Oh, sorry.
Kids are cute. He wants dollars in the video game. Like to buy stuff in his video game.
Okay, so next up is public comments. And just a reminder, public comments is exactly what it is. It's time for citizens to stand up and make comments. As always, the council will not interact or answer any questions for you. This really isn't the time. We're just here to listen to you make your comments. As always, you have 2 minutes. Be respectful. And if it does start to get repetitive, we'll just stop and move on to the rest of the agenda. So from there, we will start public comments. Who's ever wants to come up and start, go ahead.
Patricia LaRue, 489 Marcella Court. I had planned to give this comment a couple of weeks ago, and I feel kind of ineffective now with everybody who's here because mine just doesn't seem to be as important. But effective December 24th, 2025, the U.S. Postal Service has implemented a significant change in postmarking mail. The postmark will now reflect the date an item is processed at a facility, not the date you put it in the mailbox or even drop it off at the post office. That is, the postmark now confirms the date the post office processed your mail rather than when they took possession of it. It is possible your time-sensitive mail may be postmarked 1 or more days after you mail it. If you're down to the wire, you can take your mail into the post office and have them hand stamp it for you. But if you just drop it off, you're taking your chances. This may impact your property taxes, income taxes, or any legal timed limited filings. However, postmarking will not affect your absentee voting ballots. Your absentee voting ballot must be received by the city or town clerk's office no later than Election Day, regardless of a postmark. If you have concerns that your absentee ballot will not be received by the city or town clerk by April 7th, your two options are to bring your ballot to the city or town hall and hand it to the clerk, or spoil your absentee ballot and vote in person as you normally would. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Dana Linscott, one of the co-directors of the River Falls Alliance for the Homeless. And normally I'm here asking the mayor to have a little policy that's a little less hard on people that lose housing. But since I speak here frequently, I want you guys to be aware of this. 15 seconds before your 2 minutes is up, Ms. O'Dean will give you a warning. It might throw you off, just expect it. And as the mayor said, none of these folks will interact with you or answer any questions that you might have. There's no law saying they can't, it's just their policy. Sometimes they'll discuss things after everybody's done talking openly, so we get an idea of what their thoughts are on it too. Thank you.
Tom Garfin, 1171 Meadowbrook Lane. I'm a long-term resident of River Falls, the co-director of Indivisible River Falls. Indivisible River Falls is a volunteer group comprised of over 900 members in the River Falls community. We share common values that safeguard our democracy and are organized around grassroots activities. We are receiving an increased number of questions from our members regarding potential ICE activity and the city's preparedness to protect our community. Also, we're seeing other cities take proactive action. We are requesting the City Council provide information on the steps and the policies being implemented to address this issue. Specifically, we would like to know, number one, what processes are in place to handle ICE-related matters? Number two, what policies or actions is the City Council taking in response to ICE activity? Number three, what will be the city's general response be if ICE cooperation-related expenditures, excluding normal policing activities, are requested that require tax dollar allocations? Will these potential expenditures be made public before implementation? And number four, my final one. Are there any plans for ICE-related developments, such as detention centers in River Falls or in close proximity to River Falls? We appreciate this opportunity to voice our concerns. Considering the current
15
environment,
seconds.
we are requesting a response as soon as possible. Thank you for your attention in this matter.
Hello, Robert Combs, 530 County Road M. This is a site of River Falls First Hospital. Just concerned as a former Boy Scout, safety first, being proactive. I'm just concerned about medical services in the area for our citizens in case they can't handle it at the hospitals if there's overflow or something like that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Stephanie Potton, 221 Washington Street in River Falls. ICE is operating without incident in most states. The highest deportation numbers are in Texas and Florida, largely from their jails. They can do their job in these states without problems because local authorities cooperate and people are not trying to interfere. Sanctuary cities, where local authorities refuse to cooperate, even refusing to turn over the violent criminals who they arrest, are forcing ICE into the neighborhoods. Barack Obama gave his ICE chief the Presidential Medal of Honor for removing 920,000 illegal immigrants. Donald Trump's ICE chief is being called a Nazi. Mike Holman is the ICE chief for both those presidents. 2012 saw ICE actions in River Falls and Minnesota. No riots, no protests, no obstruction, no doxing, no death threats. In 2012, Obama deported 409,000 people. In 2025, Trump deported 290,000 people. What's the difference today? One, how the media is reporting the ICE activities, and two, in my honest opinion, it's the massive fraud in Minnesota in an attempt to distract. Lastly, the level of action wouldn't be necessary if the Biden administration hadn't opened the floodgates and allowed anyone to come in unvetted and unfettered. Maybe some of those opposed the ICE operations today shouldn't have stayed silent during the last administration's dereliction of duty at the borders. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Austin Mahanke from 907 West Cedar Street here in River Falls. I'm just coming up to introduce myself this evening. I am running for Alderperson at Large this year in April, and I just wanted to let everybody know who I am, and a way to contact me is 715-821-5946, and you can also see me after this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for waiting. I'm Jen Gergen. I'm at 88 Carlson Lane in the Troy Township of River Falls. I'm here tonight to stand in solidarity with the growing movement to stop ICE from terrorizing our community. I urge this council to pass a resolution opposing ICE raids and to allocate resources to organizations supporting families who've been directly impacted. Our city must prioritize human dignity over cooperation with new federal policies that cause harm. I'm deeply concerned about the fear and trauma ICE operations are creating here. When our neighbors are too afraid to shop for groceries, take their children to school, or go to work, our entire community suffers. Their absence weakens our local economy, our schools, and our shared sense of belonging. It is devastating to witness the ongoing dehumanization of our neighbors, people who are being reduced to stereotypes rather than seen as full members of this community. ICE raids frequently bypass legal protections and due process, and contrary to most common narratives, many of those detained are legal residents, U.S. citizens, and people seeking asylum through lawful channels. We must reject the propaganda that erases these realities. I urge this council to take concrete action by passing a strong sanctuary ordinance that clearly prohibits the use of local resources, personnel, or funding for federal immigration enforcement. Families deserve to stay together, and local government should never be complicit in tearing them apart. I also call on this council to investigate any collaboration between local law enforcement and ICE. Transparency matters, accountability matters. Standing in solidarity with immigrant communities means actively protecting them from government overreach, not quietly enabling it. Finally, I ask this council to declare River Falls a safe city for all people and to formally demand that ICE cease operations within our city limits. To those who say, if you obey the law, you won't get hurt, I ask you to look honestly at what is happening around us. That narrative ignores the lived reality of our neighbors and excuses harm that is neither necessary nor just. You are willfully not paying attention or on your back foot trying to find crime and a justifiable reason where there is none, and reaching to make sense of a system you once believed in. Or worse, you believe in fascism and that we should be executed for dissent. Please don't remain silent while fear spreads. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Good evening. I'm William Hanson, N8723, 1025th Street, River Falls. We've covered quite a range of things this evening. Delightful to see a lot of people engaged. Lake George is a home of ducks and swans. It's a hunting ground for eagles and osprey. Lake George is a unique body of water found nowhere else in the Kinney Corridor. I encourage you to work to preserve and enhance Lake George, a valuable, unique, and diverse riparian feature of our River Falls community. Our Junction Falls hydro generator contributes over 1.2 million kilowatt hours of renewable energy to our local electric power grid each year. This production benefits each of our 7,400 electric utility customers. It is by far the largest source of renewable electricity in River Falls. I encourage you to continue to support our local Junction Falls Hydroelectric Power Initiative in Lake George. I suggest to you, the City Council, that there are better ways to spend 24 million tax and electric customer service dollars than destroying a functional hydroelectric dam and Lake George. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, anybody else have anything?
Pat Hammerback, W8730, River Falls. I've been a member of this community since the 80s. I have never felt the fear that is going on now. Under many different presidents, we have this situation going on, and I think y'all know what I'm talking about. And I am here because I'm a coward. I'm a coward. I haven't been out protesting. I haven't been out waving signs. I have not been out advocating. I am here because I am afraid that if I see one of my neighbors brutalized, if I see a woman getting pepper sprayed in the face, if I see thugs having people down on the floor, pounding on them, I am going to get involved. I will try to stop the bullies. And I am told that if I do this, I deserve to be killed. I deserve to be shot. I, a citizen of this United States, deserve to be killed because I'm getting involved. What has this come to? What are you people doing? Where are we at? Now, I'm just going to give you some numbers. In Wisconsin, we have about 70,000 undocumented immigrants. It's hard to tell. These numbers are not firm. These are from several years ago. We haven't been getting good numbers lately. About 2/3 of those are employed, 47,000. In Minnesota, the number is higher, 130,000. Big number. About 3,000 of those have been
15 seconds.
arrested. But Texas has 2 million, and Florida has 10.5 million. So what are they doing here? Spending $18 million a week of our tax dollars in Minnesota. Think about that.
I'm Linda Vivoda Sade, 583 Wingate Drive, River Falls. We are members of RF Action, a group that's focused on mental health. We want to take a minute to acknowledge the impact that ICE activities are having on our community's mental health. We stand in solidarity with our community members who are experiencing fear, anxiety, and trauma. We acknowledge our community's collective trauma that is being caused by these unnecessary and extremely harmful actions. This crisis needs to end so we can begin to heal our community. Thank you.
Yeah.
My name is Reese Matz. I live at 950 South Main Street, apartment 13B. I live and I work in this town. I came here as a college student, and I am very committed to staying in this city, and many people like me are as well. A lot of people have spoken about their concern about ICE and other federal law enforcement officials in this area. And I don't see that appealing to your moral obligations is practical, because you may agree or disagree, and I don't think I can convince you of that. But we do have legal and economic obligations that are irrefutable. There are federal law enforcement officials. Many of us call them ICE, and there's more than ICE. who are breaking the law. And will we allow them to do that in our city? Will our police assist them in doing that? I want to know. We have an economic obligation to our people. There are workers who are not going to work. There are factories I know of who've had to shut down for days because of real concerns of ICE coming and taking workers on their way to work. People who are here legally are being taken. Restaurants shut down. This is stuff that we depend on. Me personally and us as a city. And we cannot let this expand. Many cities have done a lot of things. There's a lot of creative ideas out there
15 seconds.
for how to curtail the federal efforts to harm immigrants. One of them is protecting legal observers and supporting them, tracking and reporting immigration actions.
Time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else have anything? Okay, we'll move on. Next, we have a presentation by the River Falls Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Bureau. Executive Chief Director, where is Rosa? There she is. Rosa Magnus is going to provide a presentation on the Chamber of Commerce events.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Rosa Magnus, and I'm here with the River Falls Chamber of Commerce. I actually don't have a presentation. More than anything, I wanted to share with you our thanks and appreciation to the city for the efforts that you support around our events for the signature festivals each year. We respectfully submit our request to you, and we hope that you will consider all the things that we've requested for the signature festivals. And I want to thank you, Mayor and Council, for the continued support you provide to the Chamber and to our community each year. Your efforts do not go unnoticed. Times like these remind us how important it is to create opportunities for people to come together and to connect and build a shared sense of belonging. Our signature festivals are more than entertainment. They celebrate community, foster positive connection, and strengthen the fabric of our city. We are grateful for your partnership in helping making these moments possible. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Rosa.
Mr. Mayor, could I ask her one
Yep,
quick
yes.
question?
Go ahead,
Rosa?
Rosa.
I'm going to put you on the spot, but
Sure.
we have a big audience tonight.
Mhm.
Can you share with everybody how many volunteers it takes to pull off River Falls Days?
Oh, goodness.
We have a bunch here in the room that might be willing to step forward.
Absolutely. If you're interested in volunteering, we would love to have extra help. We have lots of volunteers across the Heritage Park, as well as working with different groups that put on our events, such as the fun run that we had last year in partnership with RF Action and NAMI, and we have a lot of partnerships throughout the weekend. But the festivals that we are talking about are River Falls Days for July 9th through the 12th, Bacon Bash for September 18th through the 20th, and River Dazzle for November 27th. Thank you.
Great. Thanks, Rosa.
Okay, next move on to consent agenda. Acknowledgement of the following minutes. We have the bid board from 10/14 of 25. We have the planning commission from 10/7 of 25 and 12/2 of 25. We have the park and rec advisory board from 11/19 of 25. We have the police and fire commission from 10/27 of 25. We have the historic preservation commission from 11/12 of 25. Next one is a resolution approving the city administrator's annual performance review process. And last one is a resolution approving the purchase of a John Deere 1585 and accessories from Midwest Machinery Company. Does anybody want to pull anything? Otherwise, I'll take a motion on all this.
Go ahead.
Mr. Mayor, I move approval of consent agenda items 3A through E, 4 and 5.
Second.
Okay, First and second, questions or comments on any of it?
None.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, next go on to ordinances, resolutions. First one is a resolution approving Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Bureau request for open container exemption for special events. And I'll take a motion.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion, we approve the request for open container exemption for special events for the Chamber of Commerce.
Second. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next is resolution approving Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Bureau for noise control exemption for special events. And I'll take a motion.
Mr. Mayor, I move approval of the resolution approving the noise control exemption for special events for the Chamber and Tourism Bureau.
Second. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next one is resolution approving Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Bureau for street closures for special events.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion, we approve the street closure request for the Chamber of Commerce for their special events.
Second. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, next is resolution approving Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Bureau for city assistance for special events.
Mr. Mayor, I move approval for the resolution approving Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Bureau for city assistance for special events.
Second.
Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next is resolution directing staff on outstanding fire call balances. I'll take a motion.
Mr. Mayor, I begrudgingly make a motion that we direct staff to settle the outstanding fire call balances.
Second. Questions or comments? All in favor?
I have a question
Oh, yeah,
on
go
that.
ahead.
So with what Mr. Morse said, saying that to go after that, those funds, do you want to put a time limit down there? Or should we say if it is still outstanding come March 1st, it's, we're done, or?
I think they've already made pretty good efforts as best they can.
I do too. but
Yeah. I just hate to
Call it quits.
but we have to.
Yep. Okay,
Okay.
anything else on this? All in favor?
Mayor,
Oh. Yeah. What exactly? are
your
you-
motion is to
Yeah.
My motion is to
immediately write them off.
immediately write them off.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's the way
Sorry,
it
you
sounded
thought
like.
it was, yeah.
No, I
The
said
way you word-
begrudgingly. But
Okay.
no, they've been trying to collect these.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Okay, so we got that clarified. Did we vote
So
on
we're
it?
writing it off.
So we're writing it off.
It's 7,000, or whatever it was. Yeah.
7,960.
Okay. Last one is a resolution approving one-time.
Oh, we need to vote on that.
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. So excited. All in favor of writing this off?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Next one is a resolution approving one-time impartial hearing officer for personal matters.
Mr. Mayor, I move approval for the resolution approving one-time impartial hearing officer for personal matters.
Second. Questions or comments on this? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, next go on to administrator's report. Scott, if you have anything for us?
I'll just clarify that motion was for personnel matters.
Yeah, what did I say? Oh, I said
Personnel
personal.
matters.
Oh, my goodness.
So I just,
Tricky spelling.
it wasn't for the mayor. It's for personnel. Yeah, a quick update, because I think the question might be coming. We have no 287 agreements in River Falls. We do not have any holding cells, so we couldn't even have a 287 agreement on that portion, which is called jail. And we have no task force, tribal task force, or warrant service officers under 287 G. All policies of the police department are on the website. Policy 413 regards immigration violations. Of most note is probably to folks is that an officer should not detain an individual for any length of time for a civil violation of federal immigration laws or related civil warrant. Officers can only may detain, so they're not shall, but they may detain an already lawfully detained person who committed a criminal violation or has a federal warrant. So that not a civil, but a federal. And we would encourage any members of the public that are experiencing concerns about their safety, they always have the options to dial 911 and we will respond.
Thank you. Okay, next we'll move on to, got some appointments I'd like to make. I'd like to appoint Stephen Severson to the Plan Commission through May of 2027. I'd like to reappoint Gary Donna to the Police and Fire Commission through April of 2031. I'd like to reappoint Cassie Redford to the Historic Preservation Commission through January of 2029. I'll take a motion.
Mr. Mayor, I move we approve your appointments.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, next we're moving, we're going to recess into closed session per Wisconsin State Statute 19.851E for the following purposes: deliberating or negotiating the purchasing of public properties, the investing of public funds, or conducting other specified public business, whenever competitive or bargaining reasons require a closed session. To wit, discussion and consideration requiring a sale and development of city property in the Sterling Ponds Corporate Park. And I will take a motion on this.
Mr. Mayor, I move we move into closed session.
Second.
Can I have a roll call, please?
Yes.
Carroll,
Yes.
Morset,
Yes.
Bierstead,
Yes.
Downing,
Yes.
Odine, yes,
Yes.
Okay, and once everyone clears out, we will be in closed session.